I'm going to close things out, but before I do that, I want to spend a moment to thank Pia. Pia is the heart and soul of our board. She has organized this event for many, many, many years, more than we will probably try to count, maybe almost all 20. I have been able to travel as president of Steppingstone all over this city. I have met amazing, brilliant people. Pia is at the top of that list. Right? To sit at an event like this, and we don't always think about when we say these things are beautiful, or that they're special, or that we raised $465,000. We did all those things because of her vision and because of her effort and her ability to pull all of us together. And so I am very thankful to Pia. Thank you for putting this night together. Thank you for everything that you've done. All right, so we have to go party with Press Love, so I will try to be quick. I wanted to end by trying to talk to the scholars. And when I was trying to think about what I was going to say tonight, I thought about when I was at a 20th anniversary at my high school. I went to a boarding school called George School in Newtown, PA. And this was a few years ago, right? And when I got onto campus, I was with my wife Beth, and I brought my kids, and GS is a beautiful place. And I had two big feelings when I was on that campus. One was, I remember when I was a student, and I used to talk about the people from the 70s who were there for their 20th anniversary and how old they seemed. And then I was now an old guy from the 90s on Campus. And I used to have to shave my head for 10 minutes, and now it only takes me 5. And so I was thinking about the passage of time. The other thing I was thinking about was on this place, this campus where it led to me being up here. This place that I really, even after all that time, considered home. And yet I also had this feeling that's hard to articulate. Because it was home, but I also didn't feel like I really owned it. Now there are a lot of people who have spent more time, for a long time, articulating this idea. Right? Du Bois talked about it as a veil. That you could be at this place, have all these transformative experiences, but maybe not quite own it. And I thought about what did it mean now for scholars, right? Now, the still young, but getting to be old heads back there in the back of the room, right? What does it mean to be in an organization that has changed and transformed? What would I say to them? And I came across this poem by Langston Hughes called Freedom's Plow. And you heard it, there's also a spiritual, and you heard it when you were walking in here tonight. Right? And in the spiritual and in Langston's poem, it talks about keep your hands on the plow, hold on. Hold on, hold on. And so I thought about Bridget Warlier, who is a scholar who now works for us in the Steppingstone Academy in the program that she started in 5th grade. She went to Abington Friends. Then she went on to Temple as an honor student, worked with us as a work study student, and then helped to develop our middle grades academy program that's happening at 4 schools across this city. She was one of the first work studies. She developed curriculum for us. And she graduated and decided to spend time working for us. And this fall, we started, our 4th school is Bethune, which is up in North Philly. Right, we got principal here tonight, Bradley. Bethune is right behind the medical center up in North Philly. That was the school that we recruited Bridget from all those years ago. So you think about her coming back, right? To have left and to come back with these resources in this organization. I think about Trocon Davis, right? Went to Haverford, went to Princeton, and is now a med student at Temple. Right? This fall, we will have Temple Med students working in our high school partners and our middle school partners. I think about, I don't know Trocon well, but I think about the sheer will that it was to get to that place. Akeem, who you saw in this video, went to Penn Charter, came to Temple, was one of the first kids in our robotics programs. Right? Now he is teaching students across our program computer science and robotics. We don't have any fancy buildings to put your name on. All we have are kids growing in the path that you made. We go to these fancy places, these big institutions, these big organizations, and maybe we don't own the means of production, but we own the path. This organization is the plow that you have made. All that we are doing and all the amazing work that this staff does is following you. I hope that when you actually get old and you come back, you are amazed and maybe a little jealous about what's happening for our scholars. Right? We had kids who went to a free program and actually got paid what we call enrichment stipends to be there. $150,000 to 200 students for working in the summers with us. Right? I hope that you are amazed because you deserve to be amazed. And the kids who are following you, who are growing in the path that you made, they deserve to have a shot. Maybe even a better shot than you. Right? Because that's what we do. We try to make a way. So when I think about all this work that you have done, the only thing I can think about to say to all of you is what Langston and the slaves were trying to tell you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to Eddie. Hold on to Tim. Hold on to Fahim and Duchess, who are following what you did. Hold on to each other. Hold on. Because the forces of inequality and hate are on the march. But look, I ask you not to hold on out of fear. Because I am not afraid. Because I work for the kids who go to the places that were not made for them and make a home anyway. I work for the parents and the families. Right? Fahim and Duchess's father, Mr. Cooper, he had a dream about what he was going to try to do for his kids. He found a program, he turned that dream into hope, and now he's trying to turn it into truth. I am not afraid because I work for the kids who have taught me that freedom and equality are not worth fighting for or dying for. They are worth living for. All of this celebration, our scholars, they are living a life, kids trying to teach us how to live a better way, to find a better path. That is what you own. Win or lose, fall down or get up, scholars, you own the path that you have made. And our dream, our hope, our truth is to be a pipeline from kindergarten all the way through the workforce. It is not fair that you have to push this plow, but it is what has to be done. It's what has to be done. So I'm going to ask you to hold on. I'm going to ask you to hold on to this mighty plow that you have created. It is one of the great privileges of my life to live in the world that you have made. And this organization is going to do everything to move the mountains, to take your lives, and to try to make the truth that is necessary for our kids' freedom and justice and equality. Thank you, scholars. We love you, we appreciate you. Thank you.